What's up, scumbags? Popcorn here. Welcome back in Scum. So after a few days of testing about base building strategies and how to rate these bases, having in mind the new updates, I came up with this layout. So in this video we are gonna take a look and we are gonna discuss about the layout of base building, how to rate them, how to build traps in order to be efficient, what you should do to be one step ahead of your enemy, and also we are gonna talk about the towers, if they are bulletproof, how to be more efficient with the towers, and also some more tips and tricks that I've discovered on these tests. But first we're gonna talk about the layout, and I'm gonna show you what I came out with after these tests and after trying a lot of things. Will be a pretty long video, so you might stick around for all the tips, and I hope that this will be helpful for you. So first of all, the new layout of the base building. I know that before we were doing layering the base, but now we have to bear in mind that we have to have a bigger space to build our base, because we have to lay out the layering of the base with a gap between them over 3 meters, and I'm gonna show you when I'm gonna switch to player mode how to measure exactly and not mistaking the distance between the walls, so you can be protected against the C4. So 3 layers of walls, of the new walls, it is more than enough to be protected against the C4 and also the claimers and any raiders that want to raid you and raid your base. You don't have to build this base as big as I did. This is for a big squad, but this will apply for a little squad, as I can say. And for the little cabins you can do the same layout and adjust the needs for your cabin. So you will want to place 3 layers with space in between. Tip for this: don't upgrade your walls to the advanced wall, because you will waste a lot of resources. You're not gonna be protected against C4. Having a medium wall, it is more than enough to keep raiders away. So you're gonna spend less resources by upgrading them to medium, not to advanced walls. Also, when you are building your base, you want to place some fake walls, some fake doors, I mean. This door, for example, it is a fake door. If you want to get through this door, you will not end up anywhere because this is a fake door. Um, on the doors, you don't want, on the external doors, you don't want to place a lot of locks. 2 or 3 golden locks are enough for these ones, because if they are gonna place a C4 over here or blow up this door, you will end up with losing all the locks. So you will not place the locks on the internal doors because they are more important. Also, the squads that have more than 3 C4s, they are big squads, or they are really good thieves in getting into the kill box. So as I was testing, not many squads have more than 3 C4s. Maybe they are, maybe they are not, but it is pretty hard to get C4 right now. And going there inside the kill box alone, you will have to be a very good lock picker. And also about the new layout of the base, um, you will have to bear in mind that you will need a lot of resources. So squads who will raid this base, a big base, they are big squads, like big squads. And big squads have all the things that they need. They have weapons, they have bullets, they have explosives, and they probably don't want to raid a big base, because big bases have also a lot of explosives, bullets and guns, and they don't need that. They need resources because they want to reinforce these walls and be protected. Also, I want to point out with this fact the thing that small squads, like having a medium cabin or a small cabin, they are harvesting and farming a lot for resources, and the big squads will always go for the smaller squads to get the resources in order to get the resources needed to reinforce their walls. because the small squads want to get big and they want to extend their base. That's why the small squads have more resources in terms of metal scrap and other stuff that you need to reinforce these barbed wire wires and all these things. If you find yourself in this position, give it a thumbs up to this video so I know that I am not wrong. Maybe it is true, it is not, but this is what I've noticed so far. uh, Beside the three walls that you want to have a garage, but the garage should be placed like this, or more even complicated. I see many players placing the garages, having a straight line like this, and they have their cars over here and the wall over here. But if you want to raid the base, or if you want to steal the car, or you are raiding with the car, this is pretty easy. You just come in straight, take the car and get out. But having corners, having your cars over here, maybe palisade them, it is harder to break the wall and have corners in order to get out. So when you want to build the garage, first of all you want to have a bit of corners to get out, and the second thing is to have a bigger space, because at this point, at this moment, the single doors are not available anymore and you have to place double doors everywhere. So you have to have bigger doors and bigger space to be able to maneuver the car and get out, get in, and all this stuff. So the garages should be bigger. Moving forward, the layout of the base, most of the teams already do a main cabin and a small cabin. The small cabin is just for not so important resources, and the main cabin is where you keep all the good stuff. So you want to have a small cabin and a big cabin. Also, the big cabin, the main cabin, should be more than enough to place two walls, maybe three walls if you have the resources in between, because they already spent 3 C4s to get inside and they have to break in with another two walls or doors. You want to have over here also fake doors if you can, and if you have the resources to place as many gold locks as you can on these doors, because these are important. Also, I see many players. We're gonna talk about these watchtowers. I see many players placing the watchtowers on the corners of the base, and yes, this is probably what you've seen before in movies or other games, and or probably this is how you used to do this. But placing the tower over here, imagine this. I came on this side. I break out this wall. I climb up into the watchtower, okay, and I see all the layout of your base. I'm gonna tell my teammates, okay, you go and break that wall, and you are inside. So placing in the corner of the base the watchtower is not a good strategy. You want to have the watchtowers as close as possible to the main cabin so you can defend your base. If you climb into these watchtowers over here, oh, I bumped into the watchtower. We're gonna switch to the player mode and show you this also. You have a great view, a clear view at the perimeter of the base, and also when you place these watchtowers, you want to place them in an angle in such a way that they cannot shoot you from sides, okay, from on this gap. You want to build them in angle. Let me show you on this one. On this tower, as you can see, it is placed in angle, and if you climb inside this tower over here, no one can shoot you. They don't have a clear shot from that way, then they don't have a clear shot from that way if you crouch over here, because you are protected by the cabin. Yes, of course they can shoot you if you stay in daylight and they are on that hill or on that hill. They can shoot you if you pop up your head, but you probably want to bear this in mind. And this is how it looks from the watchtower in player mode. And as I was saying, if you crouch over here, you cannot be shot. Only if someone snipes you if you pop up your head. Also, I placed these wardrobes on the top of the cabin. I know that this is not much, but you have a bit of protection. If you wanna crouch over here, nobody will know that you're up here. Probably they are gonna break in, you shoot down at them, and you have the advantage of high ground. Yeah. And also I'm gonna show you when I'm gonna switch to player mode how to destroy a cabin. Maybe it is against the rules on most of the servers, but if you want to destroy a cabin with C4 to get it easier down, I'm gonna show you how to do it and how not to do it, because not all the time you will have all this space over here to place it. Like over here next to the cabin, you maybe have over here walls and you cannot place it, and the only spot you can place it like down here, or I don't know, but I'm gonna show you a tip about this one. So basically this is the layout, at least the layout that I came up with. You will notice that the cabin, it is slightly turned, um, having in mind that these ones are straight and this one is not, because I wanted to make it like sideways to confuse the raiders when they wanna raid the base. Also, there are many improvements that can be made to this base layout, but I tried to make it less resources waste, because you are gonna waste a lot of resources to build all these walls. Of course, that you can place it like so. You can place walls over here at every side, and also a wall in between. So there are multiple walls they have to break through to get inside the base. Um, Right now I'm gonna switch to player mode and I'm gonna show you the raiding tips and how you can raid with C4 to be more efficient, how you can raid with claymores, how many claymores. We're gonna talk about a bit of the watchtowers, if they are bulletproof and what protection they give to you. And also we are gonna see more tests about this. Okay, and here we are in player view, and to get this out of the way, I'm gonna test this fully upgraded watchtowers and shoot through them. And as you can see, the bullets goes this way, like so. So you can see the conclusion of it. That's shot from the inside. And also I wanna test another thing. I know that this is kind of useless, but so you can see that it goes like so. So having this in mind, I'm gonna test again. So as you can see, the bullet trajectory, you can see for yourself the conclusion of these ones, if they are bulletproof or not. But what you can do is place some sandbox, and I know that requires a lot of resources, but if you place a watchtower and you wanna be protected, any player that come over here, they cannot shoot you at the first level. Of course that you're not gonna see him, but he cannot shoot down at you straight, cause shooting in these ones, the bullet does not go through, and the sandbox will stop all bullets. Um, the rifles, SMGs, shotguns, and everything. And this is a good thing to know. So now that we've tested the watchtower, let's take a look on the base. And as I was saying, when you are layering your base, in between, the easiest way to measure the distance to be sure is to place a blueprint of a barbed wire like this. If you have this distance, you can be sure that the C4 will not destroy the second wall, only the first wall. So this is the easiest way. Yes, you can do it by measuring with the palisade, and you know that this is a half a meter, and if you do like this is half a meter, 1 meter, 1.5, 2 meters, 2.5, 3 meters, and so on. But this takes a lot of time. Instead, you can take the barbed wire, place it like so, bam, you build the walls, destroy the blueprint, and go on. And this is more efficient. And also in between the, I didn't palisade these ones, but in between the walls you want to palisade at least 2 or 3 times on the length of the on the walls, because you will not give the chance to the raiders to explore the surroundings. Like this one, at least one barbed wire, even if they can jump on the over here and not get through the barbed wire, but you should do something against this. And also you have to be very careful at the corners, and I'm gonna talk about this later, but I'm gonna say this tip right now. At the corners, make sure that you place at least one wall over here and one wall over here, because this way you can be sure that they are not gonna raid, and I'm gonna show you why in a sec. Also, as I said about the gold blocks, you should place some zappers and 2 gold blocks, and that should be more than enough. And right now I have in my backpack some claymores and some shotgun slugs and everything I need. And let's say that I wanna raid this base over here, and I come around, I see that it is really big, I see that it's a big cabin in the middle. I don't know which way to go because I don't know the layout. And also I'm gonna try to raid it on this side on the advanced walls. Also I'm gonna try to raid it on this side. These are medium walls, and on the other side are just basic walls. So let's see over here. I'm gonna accept the fact that you're gonna lockpick the door, because if you have the time to lockpick the door, this is awesome. Good to you. But we're gonna try only with explosives today. So I'm gonna try to take out this door, but I said that, oh god.
Oh God! No! God, please, no! No! No!
Probably most players will do like so. They see that cabin over there and they gonna go for this one, but if they open the doors they will end up nowhere. Yes, I died over here because I got into the barbed wire. And also in between the walls, what you can do is placing some traps on that side. Not many, but just enough to kill the raiders, the players. But we are gonna raid this one over here, the garage. But when you are raiding, you wanna keep an eye out for these ones, like half walls, because these walls have more HP and these ones has less HP. So you wanna keep an eye on these ones. When you are gonna build your base, make sure that you're gonna build a whole wall, a full wall, because gives you more HP rather than these ones that gives you less HP. So in my opinion this is better. So as you can see over here, I have these ones that I didn't upgrade just for the sake of this video to show you. But if I upgrade these ones, I still would go for these half walls, because if the gap is like 1 meter as this one, I think I can go through. And I'm gonna start raiding on this one and see where I end up. So what I want to share with you now is the fact that when you place the explosives, beside the fact that you keep an eye out for these ones, as I was telling you, you want to place the explosives in between the walls, or in this case, you want to build the explosive in between the door frame and also the wall, like so. And this way you will destroy the wall and the frame. You will get double damage for those. Okay, so we have 54, and right now I just want to use the shotgun because I don't want to waste another claymore. And here you go. The wall is down, and yes, we can go through. And this is what I am talking about. But now we have new walls to destroy. And as you can see, we spent a lot and a lot of claymores in order to be able to destroy that little wall. Imagine how would it be to destroy a door or a full health, like a full weight wall. You're gonna need a lot of claymores to destroy these walls because all the explosives are nerfed down. But now let's try the C4 and see how we can raid with the C4. You can also apply the same strategy as before, but instead of going for the doors, I rather go for the wall joints, like wall joints or corners. That's what I was talking about earlier, to place that walls at the corner, cause this way, if you place in the corners, is the same like placing on the joints, you're gonna destroy a whole bigger area, and you never know what you can find at the corners of the bases because nobody gives a shit at the corners. They always go for the middle, or I don't know. But if you destroy the corners, will be, I think, more efficient to get in. So let's try this. And we're gonna take cover over here. Okay, we are in. So as I was talking about, now you can go and lockpick the second door, and that's why I was saying that don't place everything on the first door, but try to place more locks on the next door, like levels. This is level 1, level 2, level 3, and so on. Because they probably will blow up a wall first of all, and then they will figure out where to go. But let's assume that we used all the C4s. Okay, we're gonna go for the next one. And as I was telling you, I am placing always the explosives, place them on the joints. Okay, and as you can see, by doing these gaps, as I told you, having a blueprint of a barbed wire, you can see that the C4 will only destroy one layer of walls. And right now the players, the raiders, don't know which way to go. They see a wall over here, they see doors, they don't know where to go. So probably they will try to lockpick. And there is more than enough to place 3 layers because we already used 2, and of course that we are gonna use 3 in order to be able to break in towards the main cabin. Okay, so if they go for the doors, they're gonna be fooled because they already used 3 C4s and now they can go anywhere. They still have to destroy one more wall or lockpick one more door. But let's go further. Let's say that we entered this place over here, and of course that you have to lockpick or to destroy more walls. or to lockpick the door or destroy the door, but we're gonna go straight for the cabin. And let's say that you are over here, right? And right now, what chance do you have? You either go and lockpick the door or you blow up the cabin. As I said, on most of the servers you're not allowed to destroy cabins, chests and all of this stuff. But what you can do if you are still allowed to destroy cabins and more, you have to bear in mind that if you don't have if you don't have room to place the C4 on the porch, on the front porch of the cabin, you will always try to place it under the floor, under the foundation. Don't place it like, if you have place you can place it up here, but don't place it um, over here in the corner, because you will end up not blowing the cabin because of the radius of the C4. Will not destroy the cabin. He will destroy everything else, but he will not destroy the cabin because of the radius. So what you want to do is, when you are finding yourself in this situation, and let's say that you are in the back of the cabin, or I don't know, you take the C4 and place it underneath the foundation, and this way you can make sure that the cabin will blow up. And this is what I am talking about. Yes, of course the wardrobes will not be destroyed, but as you can see, the cabin is destroyed and the foundation is destroyed. I was so nervous for these tests because I had only one shot recording because of the buildings, but seems that they worked pretty well and as I was expecting. Basically, I think this is it, what I wanted to show you. You're gonna need a lot of claymores. And also, if you wanna destroy medium walls with claymores, they will do around 20 to 40 damage. And you will need a lot of claymores alongside with shotgun slugs I was using to be able to be more efficient. And also, don't forget to place your explosives on the joints. Look for the smaller walls for the palisades because they have less health. And also don't forget to place more locks on the inside doors instead of the outside doors. And also the towers, place them inside. Of course that you can place 4 of them. Of course that you can do a maze, place traps and do more improvements of this, but this was a simple test to show you and to share with you the tips that I have. I hope that this was helpful for you. I wanna thank you so much for watching. If you like it, consider subscribing. Also drop a like on the video, helps me a lot and helps the channel grow. And as always, don't forget to stay safe, stay great, and see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.